we need to ask the question, what day and hour did Jesus die as the Passover lamb? Go with me to Matthew 27 and verses 46 and 47. We're going to notice something very interesting here. Don't you go to sleep on me, because this is going to get very interesting and very good. Matthew 27, verses 46 and 47. We're going to look at the last three sayings of Jesus on the cross. It says, and about the ninth hour, notice it wasn't the ninth hour, it says about the ninth hour, Jesus cried out with a loud voice saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's about the ninth hour. It's not the ninth hour yet, because he still has some things to say. John 19 and verse 30. So when Jesus had received the sour wine, he said, what? It is finished. And bowing his head, he gave up his spirit. But when you go to Luke, you discover that he said something after he said it is finished. In Luke 23, verse 46, it says, and when Jesus had cried out with a loud voice, that's when he says, it is finished. He said, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Having said this, he breathed his last. Let me ask you, what hour of the day do you think that Jesus breathed his last after saying, it is finished? Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Exactly at the what hour? At the ninth hour. And you say, well, Pastor, what is the ninth hour? Well, let's go to Exodus chapter 12 and verse 6. Exodus chapter 12 and verse 6. We're still dealing with the Sabbath. We'll come back to the Sabbath, but we need some background here. Exodus 12 and verse 6. It's speaking about the observance of the Passover. And it says this, now you shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month. Then the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it, that is, kill the Passover lamb, when? At twilight. In Hebrew, it literally says, between the two evenings. You say, so the Jews had two evenings? Absolutely. You say, what were the two evenings? The first evening is when the sun reaches the meridian and it starts its downward course. And by the way, I know that scientifically the sun doesn't move. But we're speaking in the manner that we usually speak. When the sun reaches its summit and begins its descent, that is when the afternoon begins. You know, even in Spanish, when we get to the hours of the afternoon, we say tarde. Right? In other words, the first evening is when the sun begins setting from the meridian. The second evening is when the sun actually sets at sundown. Now the question is, what would be between the two evenings? Between the two evenings would be the ninth hour or 3 o'clock. Because the ninth hour was 3 o'clock. Third hour was 9 o'clock. That's when Jesus was crucified. The sixth hour would have been noon, and the ninth hour was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In other words, Jesus died at the precise moment that the Passover lamb was supposed to be what? Was supposed to be sacrificed. 3 o'clock on what Christians call Good Friday. Now I want to read a passage in Scripture that gives us the sequence of days of the Passion of Christ.